everybody. We just entered the state park. Thank you for joining us at LKN Fishing. And today we have a special guest, Dad.
Hello.
There we go. Off the bridge might be pretty good, but all that greenery and stumps and stuff in the water, that might help. Alright, we'll get back to you guys. We maybe catch a fish. Woohoo! So guys, we had some bad news. Truck hydroplaned right where we were about to go fishing on the bridge, and it was a really bad accident, and the park rangers were there. So we're gonna go up to Perth Bait and Tackle, and I'll post the pictures in the video, but we'll try to find some other pond. See you guys. So these two pictures are what really happened to the truck that hydroplaned off the road. So we couldn't fish there because it was full of park rangers and the ambulance was there and stuff, but we think the guy was okay. But let's just keep him in our prayers. And we couldn't really find some other places to go fish at, so we just started going to random spots. And at the end of this video, I'm going to post some pictures of what I caught the other day just to show you guys. Alright, thank you. I'm trying not to get the camera wet, guys, but we got the Black Max Abu Garcia bait caster. And one of my dad's clients has an access lot that we're able to go to and go fishing with. And there's our special guest, Daddy-O. Alright, we will, if we catch a fish, we will video it, guys. We're on our way down. Bye-bye. So this is the spot we ended up going to at my dad's client's access lot. And it was super dense because we'd never been there before. And it was really full of branches and trees hanging above us. So we didn't have any luck there. Plus, we were also getting drenched, so we were only there for a certain amount of time. But we'll try to get some better stuff next time. So guys, we are at the state park, or not the state park, Stumpy Creek, sorry. Yeah, the boat landing at Stumpy Creek. Messed that up a little bit. Lake Norman, with special guest Dad again, because we didn't have anything at that private access lot. And I'm gonna cast off of here a little bit, and then we'll tell you how it goes. So as soon as we got there, we got out. It was raining a little bit, so my dad let me do a few casts. And so apparently we have a picture of me when I was really young and being on that rock, actually. And my dad wanted to take another picture of that. And then right after we did that, we did a few more casts. But then it really started to downpour, so we had to run back to the truck. It was really bad, but it was still worth it for trying. Alright guys, so we just arrived at our third and final spot. We have no luck whatsoever at the last few spots. It is the Marshall Steam Plant hot hole. Yep. We got special guest again, Dad. So, oh, striped bass. It's cool. Remember guys, littering is always illegal. Don't ever do it. Alright, well, we'll see you guys there. So we got there and we didn't have much luck there either. So me and Dad just took a selfie and said that we were there. And the reason why the camera is so glitchy and it has a lot of specks on it is because we were getting rained on again. As you can see, we're really soaked and we didn't have much time there. After waiting in the truck, it didn't work out so well, but it's kind of stopped raining after we got out of the truck. Then as soon as we got down to the hot hole, it just started to rain again, and so we just decided to call it a day and go home. But I'll post some other pictures so you guys can see what we did the other day. Alright, thanks for listening. So on our way back from the hot hole, I saw a crankbait floating in the water, and I grabbed that, and that was really cool because it looks just like a bluegill, and it's got 2 treble hooks on it. I mean, they're a little bit rusted out, but I can still make do with that, and we can replace them. Now, this next picture is my sister catching a monster, almost half-pound bluegill at her dock. We actually thought it was a small bass because it pulled so hard, but it was just really cool to see how strong the little bluegill are. I mean, anybody can catch those, and don't think of yourself as not being able to catch something. I mean, it's really cool to find things like that, and yeah, was also really cool that she caught on a bobber and a couple night crawlers. So those bluegill basically bite anything. Now this next picture is me and Dad going out on the boat and catching a channel catfish. I'm the one who actually caught the fish, but Dad just beached it for me because his line, well, my line was about to break, and if I would have held him a little bit longer, it probably would have snapped the line. And Dad's actually holding it in this picture for me, and he's just about to get the camera from me to take a picture of it, and the catfish sees that as an opportunity to swim in the lake and get away from us. But you can also see it's a female spawning because of the sagging belly on her, which means there's a bunch of roe inside of her, which is fish eggs basically. And that's really cool, and it was about a 3 or 4 pound catfish, and pretty sure it's a channel catfish, but if anybody begs to differ, go ahead and comment or well, text me or something. But this next picture is also me and Dad going out on the boat. It is a nice I would say 1.5 pound largemouth bass. It is a really pretty one. You can tell it's a male by the colors of their fins, and I'll explain that later. But it's really cool how you can just see fish come up straight to the dock or straight to the boat where you are, and that's a really pretty healthy fish too. Now these next few clips are me catching a couple bass. I think this one is a largemouth. You can tell by the stripe on them, and that's pretty cool. If they're a spotted bass, it won't be a full straight line, and it's really cool how I'm catching these bass on the blue and silver swim bait, the billless rattle that I mentioned in the introduction video with Nolan. And it's just really cool how that thing catches so many fish in the lake. I mean, this one was about a I would say 1/4 pound bass. It wasn't a very big one, but these next few clips are us just going to random docks, but with people's permission. Don't worry about that, so we're not trespassing and doing illegal things. But this one is a spotted bass because it's not a full straight line. Actually, yeah, it's a spotted bass because it's not the full straight line, and it's got spots and speckles above the line, and the brighter color too of just the brown and green he has on him. And that one was a pretty cool one too, and that also bit my blue and silver billless swim bait, the rattle lure. And this next one is a pretty cool story, and that one also bit my blue and silver rattle trap again. And this is actually a European perch. My dad has always called it warmouth bass because this is the fish that always comes and eats the eyes out of your live bait minnow, and Dad's been looking for that fish for 20 plus years, and that was really a cool experience for him. Now, there are a bunch of cranes and great blue herons where we fish, and the cool thing about these herons is that they're smart enough to know that we come out to actually catch fish, and they see that as an opportunity to get fish from us. Like if we catch one and throw it back, the crane will swoop down and get it. That'll be a nice tasty meal for him. He'll have some seafood delight. But it's really cool how you can see them fly over and land, and just hear them squawking, and it's just pretty cool about how that happens. And there's some more pictures coming up in a second. And me and Nolan actually went to the dock the other day to catch some bluegill and crappie to put them in our pond just for a little bit for one night. Yeah, it's actually part fountain too, so we could aerate it very well. And this is a nice crappie. Got some good speckles on it, black eyes, and it's really cool how when you put them in the water and look at them in the sun, their eyes change from black to gold and red. And this is Dad actually holding it in this picture. because you know, the ring, obviously not married, but it's a pretty cool fish. I mean, beautiful colors on him. And we actually had another fish in there. It was a bluegill, and we named that one Joe, and then the crappie Jack. But I caught both of those, but no one was using a Nightcrawler 2, but we didn't have the best of luck that day. I think these next few are last but not least, and they'll be coming up in a little bit, a few seconds here. Alright, this is the last but not least best picture, and you can see it's also been nibbling on my blue and silver swim bait. Is the rattle lure, and it's really cool how that thing moves in the water, and I swear that thing is a monster when it comes to lake fishing. Especially, it's most effective in the afternoon or night, but it's really cool how that thing moves and shakes in the water. And this is about a 1.5 pound male. I think you can tell by their anal fin and I think dorsal fin. The male is always lighter, just like birds. The male is always more colorful, so the female can hide and protect her eggs just like a bird. And the male is a lot more brighter, so it can distract any fish that wants to do harm to their eggs. And yeah, that's about it. We were just casting in a random dock, and boom, got him, and reeled him in. Those fish are really underestimated for the power too. Thank you guys for listening. Alright, bye-bye.